And welcome to our bonus features section. We're going to blast through a whole bunch of information here, starting with things like charging hazards and the earthly electron flux. So we see some minor charging hazards here over the Central Pacific. Surface charging, we do have high levels of electron flux here. We've jumped way back up to what we'd call higher levels. That's the one-year chart of the Earth's relativistic electrons. There's the 3-day chart, and you can see the GOES 17 just came back out of warning territory. GOES 17 shown there in red, GOES 16 in blue, remains in warning territory. It coincides with 1,000 pulse flux units. This is actually the particle density itself, measured by the GOES 16 and 17 from their geosynchronous orbits at the F ionosphere layer. Here's the forecast model, and I was completely wrong. I was expecting this to remain low as the coronal hole wind stream continues. And make sure you admit when you're wrong, folks. You might learn something. Don't try to gaslight people on the internet when you're incorrect. You will look very badly. Next, the total electron content forecast, and we're expecting some major GPS errors. Here's that total electron content forecast. So a little more organized electron belts, very high levels of electron flux here over the equatorial regions. So a little more organized than we've seen. I'll let it play through a second time. Again, this shows you the likelihood of GPS errors. And when you see those red blobs, your GPS could be off by thousands of miles. We've documented it. And you should follow me on Instagram to see things like that. Instagram.com/smAsho. Next, we're going to show you animations of the ionosphere. Here is the F layer in vibrational frequency. Looks like some pretty wild swings here. But rather than try to interpret this, I'll just show the data and then show the anomalygram. So there's your ionogram. Let that play through to the current moment. And here's the anomalygram. Just give that a moment to load, folks. And some low-frequency anomalies here over the North Pole, as well as some wild shifts happening here over Central Africa there. The African Rift Zone, this area between Madagascar and the Alaskan mainland, is another weird spot on the planet. Keep in mind the South Atlantic anomaly is right here. That is the weakest point in Earth's ionosphere, or Earth's magnetosphere, rather. There's also another smaller point down here in South Africa, and you can see some of the evidence of that in the anomalygram. Anyway, there's the latest image. That's 1330 Universal Time. And let's continue on. And the next bonus feature is our ground-based solar observatory here, part of the National Sunspot Observatory at Cerro Tololo, Chile. Massive filaments down here in both the southern and northern Earth-facing portion of the solar disk. Coronal mass ejection warning continues. Here's the GOES 16 SUVI, great at showing prominences with its wide field of view. It looks like something like a cosmic ray strike there on the GOES 16. Check it out. Next, the latest solar intensitygram and colorized magnetogram. Sunspots have been largely stable. There are some more active regions rising over the eastern limb. And let's close out with 94 angstroms. One of the best wavelengths to view solar flares. Sunspots have been largely underperforming in terms of solar flares. So expect some. The likelihood of them rises as some major sunspots approach the western limb. Anyway, thanks for tuning into our bonus features section. Please press share. Share on your social media. Tell your friends and foes about us. Congratulations on realizing the channel exists. And may that solar wind be at your back. Opinions expressed in this video, not necessarily the opinions of Smash News Network, least busted name in news.